Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here, and welcome back to another unboxing and hands-on video. Today I present you with the AT&T prepaid device, the Radiant Core. Now, I've never heard of this device before. I was actually walking through Best Buy the other day, and I saw it there for the low price of $39.99. So I figured, you know what? I'll just pick it up, bring it to the channel, unbox it, and see what this device has to offer. All right, so let's go ahead and see if we got any specifications or information to the back of the box, which there's basically none. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the front portion of the box. And as you can see there, you got your 3 data plans to choose from and the device to the right-hand side. So specifications, a 5.5-inch display with drag and trail glass, 5-megapixel rear-facing camera with flash, 2 in the front, 16 gigabytes of internal memory, which is expandable, 2500 milliamp hour removable battery, and this is an Android Pie Go edition device. I'll open up the back of the box and remove the device from the box, and as you can see there, pretty decent packaging from AT&T. And we'll go ahead and place this down on the table, removing the top portion of that plastic and the device itself here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is place the device off to the side, because I want to share with you everything else that is included with the purchase. So the first thing you are getting here is a micro USB data cable, so no Type-C on the Radiant Core. Next, you're going to get a standard wall brick here for charging, so no type of fast or quick charging capabilities on this device. And here is the 2500 milliamp hour removable battery, which is very rare to see these days, but you got a removable battery. And then you also get some reading material from AT&T, Get Started, Quick Start Guide. And let's get to the device itself here. Removing it from this packaging, we'll take a closer look now at the AT&T Radiant Core. As you can see, pre-installed screen protector there, Android Go Edition device. Now, I know some people like Android Go Edition devices, and some people just don't care for them. So those are probably all the applications you have on this device. Let me go ahead and give you a tour of the Radiant Core. Starting with the right-hand side, power button. Right above the power button is going to be your volume rockers, and they seem to be spaced pretty good. To the bottom now, to the far right, is your micro USB charging port, microphone. Interesting placement of the charging port for sure. And to the left-hand side, there's nothing at all there. No buttons, no SIM card tray, just very clean looking. And to the top of the device, 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as your noise cancellation mic. Let's take a look at the back of the Radiant Core. So there is that 5-megapixel rear-facing camera. You get your LED flash, and the camera is, fairly flush to the back. It does protrude out just a little bit there. AT&T branding, and you got this little design and texture to the back cover, and there is that single back-firing speaker. Now, this device here is constructed mainly of plastic, except for the glass display, so that back cover is removable, giving you access to your pre-installed AT&T SIM card. You can also add a micro SD card up to 64 gigabytes to expand the storage onto this device. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that 2500 milliamp hour battery, go ahead and place that into the Radiant Core, as well as the back cover. So overall, when it comes to the design and build, it's a very familiar design here. We've seen this in the past. I mean, it looks dated. It looks like it's from about 2 to 3 years ago with these other affordable devices that were on the market. So it's kind of interesting. It just seems like it's a repackaged older device with a newer operating system. But let's go ahead and remove that screen protector there, and we'll go ahead and power on the Radiant Core here. And so we've got some juice. There we go. Powered by Android Go Edition. So let me get this all set up, and I'll give you some more hands-on with this device. All right, so I got the Radiant Core all set up and ready to go here. We are in the lock screen, so I want to share with you that you can get quick access to your dialer from the lock screen, as well as the camera from the lock screen. Let's go ahead and swipe into the home screen now, and we'll talk a little bit about this display. And taking a look at the top of the device, as you can see, you got your earpiece up on top. Then you get that 2-megapixel front-facing camera, and next to that is actually an LED notification light. I did see that blinking earlier when I was setting up the device, and as you can see, you get some chunky bezels going along the sides, and then also down to the bottom, you got a fairly large chin there, and then you also got on-screen buttons on the Radiant Core. Now, when it comes to this display, it does look like it's in very low resolution. I want to say this is a 480p resolution display. I'll definitely check this out in this video, but you definitely got some color shifting going on there. The colors don't look very bright and vibrant, looks kind of muted. But let's go ahead and navigate through this device. Now, first thing that you got here is your Google application. As you can see, you got Google Go, Maps Go, you got your assistant there. So again, Android Go edition device. All right, to the dialer now. I want to see if this has the video calling feature that you see in other AT&T phones. And as you can see, you don't got that feature, which is unfortunate. I really like the video calling through AT&T. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at the keyboard here, the messaging application. And we do got Gboard on the Radiant Core. And this is a very good keyboard. It's very customizable. You get a lot of great features. And as you can see, those are some of the different emojis that you will get with Gboard on the Radiant Core here. I'll go through a couple of these different ones here just so you have an idea if you are big in texting and sending out emojis. And next, let's go ahead and go into the app drawer. Just sliding up gets you into the app drawer, and these are basically all the applications. I did connect this to Wi-Fi, so we got some bloatware that did appear there, like Pluto TV, pop slots. The good thing with that is if you long press on them, go into app info, you could go ahead and uninstall these applications like pop slots. There you go, it's uninstalled. So not a whole lot of bloatware. I mean, you do get your visual voicemail from AT&T there, device unlock, but a lot of that can be either uninstalled or disabled. You can also scroll on the side there to search for applications. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the status bar here, and as you can see, you got all your quick toggles there. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb. You also got the flashlight there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So not super bright, but you do have that feature available for the flashlight, auto rotate, battery saver. And then you got some additional ones here like location, hotspot, invert colors, data saver, and nightlight. All right, let's go ahead and exit out of there and go into settings now. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you some features that you got here, starting with network and internet. And next I'll go into Wi-Fi here. So I did connect this to Wi-Fi earlier, and so far I haven't had any connectivity issues. This only connects to 2 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so no 5 gigahertz, so keep that in mind. And exiting out of the Wi-Fi option, you also got your hotspot and tethering. So you also get Bluetooth tethering, which is a good feature to see on this affordable device. And exiting out of there, you get your VPN option and your private DNS. Let's go ahead and see what else we got here. So you got your connected devices, apps and notifications, battery, and I'll go into display next. So you do have your brightness level up on top, and then the nightlight option, which is great to see, and you can schedule that so that will basically dim the display. Definitely helps when you are reading at night. And you also have the adaptive brightness. Well, basically that will adjust the brightness depending on your lighting conditions, which is another good feature to see. And then you got your sleep option there, auto rotate screen, change the font size and display size. All right, let's go ahead and go into sound now. As you can see, you got all your controls there for your calls, your rings, your alarms. You got the do not disturb option, which is a nice feature to see there. And then you also got your dial pad tones, screen locking sounds, charging sounds, and touch vibration, sound enhancement now. Now this is a feature you definitely want to have enabled because you're probably not having the best sounding speaker, especially with it being on the back of the device. So you definitely want to have that feature enabled for the sound enhancement. All right, so let's go ahead and let me just dim this brightness down just a little bit here. There we go. And we'll continue. All right, let me go ahead and exit out of sound and see what else we got here. So let's go into storage now. So when it comes to the storage on this device, you get 16 gigabytes of internal storage. 4.68 gigabytes is used out of the box. You got 29% used. Again, you can expand the storage up to 64 gigabytes with an SD card. So not a whole lot of storage on this device. Now, security and location. So with the Radiant Core here, there's no fingerprint sensor on this device. Unfortunately, I wish they would have added one. So your security features are swipe, pattern pin, and password. That's what you got. No facial recognition on this device. All right, so and you got some additional options to the bottom there. Let's go ahead and take a look at accessibility now. Under accessibility, you got your volume key shortcut there. You got some additional features like text to speech. You can change the font size, color correction. You can also remove animations, which that might actually help improve the performance of this device if you actually enable that feature. And you have some additional options there. All right, high contrast text. I think I'll actually leave that on. That might actually help because this display is just not very vibrant. It's not very sharp looking. So as you can see, it probably does help out a little bit in this video. Now let's go ahead and go into software update. Again, this is connected to Wi-Fi. So let me go ahead and check for updates here. So as it's, you can see there, current software is up to date. So let's go ahead and see what version of Android and security patch level we're at. But first, let's jump into gesture here. So you got two options. You can jump to camera. So you can quickly open the camera, press the power button twice, and it works from any screen. And next, you got prevent ringing. So you can basically press the power and volume up together, and you can have that feature working. All right, so let's go ahead and go into About Phone, and then I'll scroll down and take a look at the Android version. So as you can see there, Android 9 on board and July 5th, 2019 security patch. I'm going to share with you something real quick here. I got my LG Stylo 5, and I just want to share with you that they're both on Android version 9. Now, when it comes to the security patch levels, the Stylo 5 is on September 1st, 2019, compared to the Radiant Core, which is on July 5th, 2019. So it's a little concerning. Android Go Edition device, and as you've seen, I connected this to Wi-Fi, checked for updates, and there's none available. So already the Radiant Core is behind on the security patch update. So hopefully we'll see security updates in the future. Only time will tell. I'll definitely have to keep you posted on that. So next I want to just take a quick listen to the backfiring speaker. So I got this on max volume here, and to be honest with you, the backfiring speaker actually doesn't sound that bad. I was actually expecting it to not be that good, but especially for the price point, it's actually decently loud and it's not that bad. So you know, audio coming from that backfiring speaker is actually decent. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the volume down here. Now I also want to talk about this display here a little bit, because you are getting that 18:9 aspect ratio, so it's not 16:9. So you can view content. If you pinch into zoom, you're going to fill the entire display, or you could go into the original, but you do lose content along the sides. And with this display here, it's definitely not of the greatest quality. I mean, when you're on the home screen and looking at the wallpaper, it looks decent, but once you start watching a YouTube video like this, you can see it's just a lot of color shifting going on. Colors look muted, and it is 480p resolution, and it's not a really good quality 480p either. Just content looks grainy. It doesn't look that good in my opinion. So just keep that in mind before you purchase this device. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cameras now and see how well the cameras perform now. So again, a 5 megapixel rear facing camera with flash and a 2 megapixel front facing camera. Already just looking through the viewfinder here, this camera is terrible. It's not good whatsoever. I mean, I don't even think the touch to focus works. I don't even think there's focus on this camera, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and take a look at a photo I just took here, and it is just super grainy. It's just a very low quality. This camera reminds me of a camera that came from like a budget phone from like 3 to 4 years ago. And as you can see, I'm trying to use the touch to focus, and there is basically no focus on this whatsoever. Let me go ahead and take a couple photos here. Let me go ahead and shift to the box over here and see if we can get some focus to happen. Yeah, there's basically no autofocus on this whatsoever. And the focus that it already has, it's not even focused whatsoever. So everything just looks real muddy. It just doesn't look good. Yeah, I don't know what they're going with this camera here on the Radiant Core, but it's just of really low quality. And as you can see, I can't even get any image to focus whatsoever. Now, you also got some additional features here. There's a beauty mode that's available. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the video recording. And I'm pretty sure the video recording is not going to be good either. I mean, just looking through the viewfinder here, I mean, it says 1080p resolution, but this looks way lower quality, probably like 480p, I would say. It just doesn't look good whatsoever. This camera is just very disappointing. So I've tested a lot of other budget devices in the past, especially at this price point, and this camera is probably the absolute worst one that I've come across. So at the end of the day, this is going to be a terrible camera, and if you pick it up, you're going to be disappointed with the photos and videos you're going to capture. So yeah, I mean, overall, the back speaker is decent. The display is not good either. The 480p resolution is just of low quality. I mean, looking at the wallpaper, it looks decent, but as soon as you start watching videos, you'll notice the low quality, low resolution display. And performance-wise, it's just already slow, it feels sluggish, it feels bogged down, and it feels underpowered. So, I mean, that's just fresh out of the box. I mean, typically, even budget phones out of the box, they feel very fluid and responsive. So this is a tough one to recommend even for the low price tag, especially when there are so many other devices on the market, especially on AT&T's prepaid network. Now, I did an unboxing on the Samsung Galaxy J2 Shine here not too long ago. Even this device, it's $20 more, but it's going to be a way better performing device than the Radiant Core. The display is going to be better, the performance is going to be better, and the design, the build quality is a lot better as well. You got an Exynos processor on this. And also for $10 more, you can go with the Samsung Galaxy J2 Dash. That's being sold at Best Buy, and it's going to be a better device as well. You even got the Moto E5 Play, which comes in at the same price on AT&T's prepaid network as the Radiant Core. So like I mentioned, you got some options out there, but I think the Radiant Core is definitely a device you should pass on. Don't go for it. It's just going to be a very disappointing device at the end. So hopefully you did enjoy this unboxing hands-on video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe to the channel for more future videos. This is Paul Tech, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.